Morning.
How are you? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Real.
Getting organised. I'm going to be socially prescribed this week, so that's good.
Oh, brilliant.
And I'm trying to work out how to use Teams. I've got some gigs in Holland. Well,
oh, wow.
Holland on Teams. And I can't make it work at all. It took 40 minutes yesterday to get two of us in the same meeting.
I'm just getting used to Zoom after this past year. I tried to use it before. It's quite a beef of a thingy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's okay. It's 110 students who are going to be in international schools. So I did it 2 years ago, physically did it. So, yeah, I'm excited to be part of it.
Well, morning, Tam.
Morning.
Right, let's get going. We're going to start with 2 balls this morning, guys, instead of 1. So let's grab our 2. And I'm going to turn these lights down for some reason. They're really bright this morning. There we go. Lovely. Oh, where's my paper? Welcome, guys, to your Tuesday morning. Let's grab the 2 balls. Let's give them a squeeze to start with, and let's just check into our space. And before we do anything, let's just take a couple of deep breaths. So let's take a deep breath in. We're going to extend it today. We're going to do it for 10 seconds. But as we do this, what I want you to do is I want you to open your arms to here and then just bring them right back into your heart. So as we breathe in, we're going to open the arms out. And then as we breathe out, we're going to bring them right back in here. But let's keep a bit of a squeeze on these balls. Okay, so let's take a big breath in for 10 seconds. And then a breath out, and then just bring those balls right back into your heart. So we're going to do the same again, but what I want you to think about and be aware of now is opening your mind, opening your body, opening your chest up as we breathe in and out. So big breath in. Sorry, let's start again. Hands here, big breath in. And then breath out as you squeeze those balls. Just recognize that they're in your hands. Let's do the same thing again. Let's take a look around our space this time and just notice as many things as you can. Acknowledge them. Big breath in. And then breath out. Just give your balls a throw a little bit in any way you want. Mix them up, change them over. We're going to do the same thing again. This time I want you to see this as your cup filling up for your day. So big breath in. Pulling all that morning breath in, that morning energy. It's sunny in Birmingham. I'm not sure what it's like in Wales. Not good. Oh, hopefully it'll get better later. And then big breath out. Let's imagine for some sun as we pull in our arms, and let's just do the same thing again. Let's start, guys, with a 3-3 this morning. 3-3. And we're gonna do our gratitude from a 3-3 instead of a 1-1. So think past the balls, look past the balls. But what I want to do is, before we do any thinking, I want you to throw the balls in a 3-3, and then I want you to have a squeeze of them. Throw, squeeze, squeeze. Try and keep the rhythm going, but squeeze them in between and just feel the sensations in your hand. For anyone tuning in live that this is new to, just throw, catch, and then just give the balls a squeeze. The important bit is that squeeze there. And as you squeeze and juggle, I want you to just check in and catch those thoughts of gratitude. What are you grateful for right now in this moment? Again, for me, the important thing really is those thoughts of gratitude and really that squeeze, those sensations that you feel in that hand. Try and squeeze those balls just that little bit harder. And feel it in your arm. Maybe feel it up to your elbow. And notice just being aware of the squeeze rather than the juggle. Make the balls take a different path. Are they as consistent or not? Again, you can slow this right down if you're live. Throw, catch. Just give it a squeeze throw, catch. And let's just catch those thoughts of gratitude and where we're at this morning. So today's theme is imagination. Let's keep juggling, throw, catch as I talk through this. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our imagination now. And we're going to exaggerate and we're going to think about how we're going to make today great. But we're going to do that by imagining today is going to be the best day ever. So we're going to collect all of our thoughts from our imagination and put them into today. What is the best day? What is the most exciting day for you if you were to plan it? Okay, so we're just going to take a minute as we do this throw, catch to just catch some thoughts and think about that. So how are you going to make today great? I wrote a few things down this morning. We're going to exaggerate our imagination. Today is going to be the best day of the year because it's Tuesday, the 9th of March, 2021. Okay, let's take that into a 4-4. And again, let's just feel those sensations. Let's just let them balls just drop on our hands and give them a squeeze. And we're going to jump right into a positive affirmation. But as we do this, what I want you to do is I want you to 4-4-3-3, 4-4-3-3, and just find that rhythm there. If you're tuning in live and this is a little bit difficult for you, you can just 4-4 on that on your own, on its own, or 3-3 on its own. Find the challenge, but I want you to be able to think at the same time. You can always pause for a second as well. 4-4-3-3. So our positive affirmation for today is a canvas for your imagination, and you're going to use it. Today is a canvas for your imagination, and you are going to use it. So let's take a couple of deep breaths in there. Keep breathing in. Notice your space around you as you keep breathing in. Push for that little bit more air and then hold that breath. Notice something new in that room. Notice the sensations and then slowly start to breathe out. And let's do that again, but we're going to come to a 1-1 this time. Okay, so you can do this with one ball, back and forth, or you can do it with two. Okay, so I have to kind of create that circular motion that we spoke about, this being that kind of undercurrent in that river. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in. We're going to connect this to what we did earlier. So as we breathe in, we're going to open out the arms and then we're going to bring them back in, and we're going to just notice the hiccups in our juggling and how harder it gets as we breathe in. Okay, and then as we breathe out, let's see if we can do as best we can without dropping. Okay, so let's start close. Let's start to take a breath in. Widen those hands. You'll notice it might slow down to make it easier. And then bring them all the way back in again. Let's do that, but let's connect it to the breath. Let's try and get a little bit quicker in our throws. Breath in. Open those arms. See those arms as that day filling up with your imagination, with your thoughts, and then bringing it right back together as we breathe out. Again, keep dropping your balls this morning. Okay, right, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a visualization in this little bit. And we are going to start with 4-2-3. So this is this one. So let's just have a little check into that. Let's get into that space for a minute of just working on the juggling bit. And then we'll do a bit of chat about it after. If you're joining in live, what you can do here is you've got two balls. Throw one over to the other side. And then you're going to throw up and down. So this ball does a 3. Sorry, this ball does a 4. This ball does a 3. So the 3 goes over, the 4 goes up. We do a 3 again and we catch. Okay, so you can just worry about, if you can't do that, throwing a 3 and then throwing a 4 and then just dropping them. 3 and a 4. Working up to that 3, 4, and then with the 2 in the second hand. So let's just take a couple of breaths in there as we do this. And let's try and catch some thoughts as we do it. So as we're juggling, let's think, just let whatever come into your head, come into your head. Acknowledge that it's there. Let the next thought come in. Okay, and keep moving with that. I'm going to read out 3 quotes about imagination that made me really smile this morning. Which one should we go with first? Let's do that one. So this ball, this 3 right now, before I read the quote, this 3 is logic. Okay, so just notice that ball is logic. The number 3, the 4 is something else. So 3 that's going back and forth is logic. It's wrapping around these other 2 balls. So just have a moment to just think about that, to recognize that ball. If you're just doing it with 2 balls, we've got the logic ball, and then we've got something else in your other hand. Okay, so 3 is that logic. So the quote is an Einstein quote, which I found on Google this morning. Logic will get you from A to B, but imagination will take you everywhere. Logic will get you from A to B, but imagination will take you anywhere. So maybe what we can do, if we can, is we can heighten those balls. The 4s, we can turn them into 6s, or we can turn them into 8s. And we can recognize that as anywhere, everywhere. So we've got that logic that's taking us from A to B. But that imagination on the left and right can take us anywhere. Let's just reflect on that. 30 seconds. Taking some breaths. If you can, think past the balls. And again, acknowledge what's in your space. Always come back to something that you've not seen in a while. Well, there's a lead there. There's a wheel on that table. There's you know, just acknowledge it. Acknowledge that it's there. 4, 2, 3. Let's do that for another 20 seconds. Again, if you're joining in live, we've got a 3 and a 4. So 3 over, that logic ball's going back and forth. This ball can go anywhere. It can go as high as we want. So the second one we're going to move to, we're going to move to 4-4-1. So this is like that one, a relatively new one for me. So what I want you to do is I want you to transition your balls in your, if you can, or in your mind, transition your mind. So we've got that, sorry, that 3-4-2. We're going to come to a 4-4-1 now. So 4-4-1. Whoop. There it is. So we've got a 4 and a 4 and a 1 passes it. So if you're working live here, we've got a 4 and a 4. And then as those 4s go up, that 1 goes across. Guys, can you both do 4-4-1 now? Yeah, you got it. Okay, so if you're joining in live, you're just working on a 4 and a 4 and then throwing the 1 across. So 4 and a 4 and then 1 across. 4, 4 and a 1 across. And then as us in this room, we're working on the full thing with 3 balls. So let's just check into that for 30 seconds. Let's just warm that up. 4-4-1. So the second quote this morning, which I really liked, more so probably than the first one. The best use of imagination is creativity. The worst use of imagination is anxiety. And I was like, oh, wow. We spoke a while ago about imagination and excitement in specific being a very similar feeling to, or a similar sensation, let's say, to anxiety. And that jumped out at me this morning. So the best use of imagination is creativity. The worst use of imagination is anxiety. Okay, so maybe let's see these 2 balls that are going up as imagination and anxiety. Right, we'll feel both, I guess. We'll feel more imaginative. We'll feel more anxious. Let's throw it over and let's just recognize our feelings about both of those things in that one ball that's going across. 4-4-1, 4-4-1, 4-4-1. So if we're doing this on a consistent round, if you're just keeping to go, let's see if we can acknowledge that U ball, that one ball that's going back and forth. So don't think about the 4 and the 4. Think about the 1. Catch that thought. Catch that 1 that goes across. 4-4-1. Oh, I think this is my longest round. Yes. Brilliant. Okay, so the last one, we are going to do a little task. This is, again, an Einstein one. What I want you to do is I want you to take the balls. I want you to take 3 balls now and I want you to put them on your heart. And when I say go, don't do the thinking yet. I'm going to say, well, when I say go, you're going to have a little train of thought of numbers. So I just want you to get 5 numbers, the first 5 numbers that come to your mind, and I just want you to register what they are. And just register that pattern. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make sense of it through juggling. Okay, so whatever you think of, whether it's 4, 1, 3, 6, 7, whatever, you're going to make some sense of it if you do it with 1 ball, or if you do it with 2 balls, or if you do it with all 3 balls. Okay, so let's do that to start with, then I'll read the quote out after. So go. Okay, and I want you to just slowly bring that to life in your own time, in your own way. See if you can find the pattern there. Anybody tuning in live, just a quick recap. This is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4, and this is number 5. And the task here is to get a stream of numbers, could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just go through it 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so just make somewhat sense of it. It doesn't matter if it's a side swap that works, just make sense of the numbers of the throws. We're imagining here, we're imagining this. I want to say barrage of numbers. But I'm going to read out this quote. So, imagination is the preview of life's coming attractions. I'm going to read that again. Imagination is the preview of life's coming attractions. So let's just reflect on that for a second as we make sense of the numbers that we imagined, that jumped into our head this morning. Connect to your breath, connect to your space. Don't forget to just look around. We've got 9 days left to the 18th of March, which is our day of celebration, our day of well done for all of the time and the investment that we've spent each morning, putting our energy into ourselves. And what we're going to do is we're going to finish off with 2 balls on the Rampage of Appreciation, but we're going to do it with the numbers that we spoke about weeks and weeks ago. 5, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. 5, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. You can do whichever way you want, whichever way you can make sense of it. 5, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. 5, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. You can have a second ball in if you want to. Okay, so let's take those balls. Let's put them on let's put 1 here and 1 here this morning. Okay, 1 there. Anywhere down our arm, up to you. Okay, I don't quite know what we're going to do. We are going to try and balance them there just for the duration of me talking. Okay, just balance. Okay, if they fall off, they fall off. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to take 1 deep breath in. You're going to imagine how your day is going to go today. Your choice. You're going to take a deep breath out. You're going to turn those arms into a bit of a hug for yourself. let them balls just drop, or if you can catch them, great. I think you're brave. How did you even keep them on there? I've got really squashy balls as well that I pushed on. They weren't even staying. Nice, guys. Have a beautiful day, and I shall see you tomorrow.
Joe, can you put the quotes in a message to us?
I will put the quotes in a message to you right now. Pete, have you signed up like for the space plans?
Yeah, I did when they first came up. I thought.
Yeah, if you do it now, right? So you can have. So basically, you'll be added to a group called Mindful Mornings. It wasn't a login before; it is now. And what I can do is I can throw all the quotes in there as well. But I'll send you to them. I'll send you them on Facebook as well.
Send me the link to it, and I'll relink. Okay.
Beautiful, will do.
Cheers,
I'll do it right now. Cheers, guys. See you later. Bye, everyone. Bye. Cheers for joining in live, guys. I will be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock.